is common with humans. When once we have been hurt in a particular area of our life, we begin to expand our wings like a mother hen and become protective of ourselves by refusing intentionally to get connected with any other person, because the fear of being hurt again, the fear of being broken again, you can't even trust anymore. You know deep down that you still lack deep connection with your spouse. You are in that marriage because it is essential you get married and have your own family. But you know deep down there is no deep connection between you and your spouse, because you have built a wall of defense, you have built a wall of protection, you have built a wall around you that will shield your heart, that will shield your mind, that will shield your emotions, because you don't want to experience what you experienced in the past. Pain is something that everybody goes through in life. It comes in different dimensions, in different ways. It's triggered by different things. But one thing that we have not intentionally incorporated in our life is intentional healing. And this is on a daily basis affecting us and becoming a bridge that hampers a blissful relationship, even in marriage. I'll be focusing on factors that have been limiting spouse from achieving bliss in their union, and which is as a result of past wounds in previous relationships, traumas the partners experience as an individual while growing up. Because most times it's not just in their past relationship experience. It could tie to their childhood environment, it could tie to the kind of parents they had. A whole lot of things can result to why spouse are not experiencing bliss as they ought to in their marital relationship. When you don't take your time to completely heal from whatever that causes pain, hurt to you, you will bleed on those who were not responsible for your pain. This is what we are experiencing in marital relationship in recent time. Wives are unconsciously bleeding on their spouse who is not responsible for whatever they have gone through from their childhood until they met themselves and married. Husbands are unconsciously bleeding on their wives who were not responsible for the heartbreaks they experienced, for the hardship they experienced, and for the pains they experienced even while growing up. They are focusing on those who are already married. How do we help someone who is already married to heal from their past wound that is affecting their present life? Percentage of marital relationship is suffering from this. One of the commonest approach we adopt is thinking that if it is a relationship that caused my pain, that once I ended that relationship, that all the pain, that all the trauma, all the wound that came along with that relationship would disappear in a thin air. This is where we missed it. It will look like all is okay for a short period of time. It will look like once the relationship ended, everything is fine. But oftentimes we have realized that what happens is our wound gets stored up inside of us. That it will even take you a longer time to realize that the effect of this buckled up pain is happening in our life. You think because I've walked out of his life, because I've walked out of her life, because I've walked out of that circle, that I'm okay right now and I'll be fine. But you realize that this effect is seen in your daily approaches to every other thing that pertains to you, in your business environment, in your circle, in the society. This is an evidence that you didn't heal. To some persons, they may hurt themselves so much to handle this aspect, trying not to use it to affect every other people around them. But you discover that they become so hard on themselves. They buckle up. They build a wall of defense around their emotions. They refuse to connect again. They closed up the aspect of vulnerability entirely in their life. Listen, my dear, I want to bring this to you. Going hard on yourself is not a sign of healing. We are humans with feelings. This is the way God made us. We are occupied with emotions. And because of this, it is expected that every healthy human being must give out emotions, positive emotions, negative emotions. Trying to lock up your emotional life is as good as you tying up the living thing inside of you. Once you begin to lock up your emotional life, then something is wrong somewhere. Focusing more on marital relationship. When we don't heal from whatsoever that broke us up in the past, it affects how empathic you are towards your partner. Listen, there is no time late to heal from a wound. There is no time late to obtain your healing from your past hurts. You can agree with me because even you know that something is not how it used to be with you. You know that there's something about you that is not yet rightly fixed because you know that this is seen in your overall reactions. Easily anxious, overreacted, insecurity, low self-esteem, overly protective, unable to open up even after you are married, unable to connect deeply with your spouse because of fear of being hurt again. Listen, get this right. But I'm here to remind you that healing is possible, but it begins with a self-care. I know what happens to you didn't happen in that marriage. It happens long time ago. Even if it's something happened to you in your marriage, maybe at the early stage of your marriage, even presently, healing is possible. It just begins with you understanding the process you need to apply in order to get that healing. It starts with self-care. It's support. That is the way you can regain your well-being and move forward towards a fulfilling marital bliss. One factor I will give to you that will help you to heal is allow yourself to grieve. It's commonly believed in African community that the strong don't grieve. Among men, we teach our male children that men don't cry. Our women hide to express true feelings, emotions. But I want to correct that impression today. Please, grieving is healthy. When you are hurt, take your time to grieve. When you are wounded, take your time to grieve. When you sustain an injury, take your time to grieve. When you buckle it up, it has a long-term effect on you. Grieving is therapeutic. Grieving is very essential. Grieving is very healthy in our life. Take your time to grieve. Take your time to cry. If crying will help you. Because when you don't grieve, you cannot heal. You're not saying that you cause more harm to yourself in the name of grieving. Your grieving is a moment to begin to make analysis on all that took place. Tracing back why it happened. Where did you contribute to it? Paying attention to why it happened. Why you are grieving. You will learn all there is to learn. You will learn your errors. You understand the right approach to apply if similar things will happen in the future. This is what it means to grieve. It's not to cover up yourself, lock up yourself, refuse to eat, and use your attitude to affect other people's around you. It's a moment of self-reflection. However it may come, allow yourself to grieve in a healthy way. Seek for support. Taking your time to talk to a trusted friend. A trusted friend that can help you to properly heal, guide you, giving you the right counsel. If you don't have, you can seek for professional help. These are the best investments you can make in your life in order to properly and effectively heal. Secondly, practice self-compassion. One of the commonest things we do in our society, as an individual as well, we always blame ourselves. This may not be completely wrong, but get me right. Wallowing in self-blame when something had already happened is never the best approach to obtain your healing. Every human being has a limit to what they can control. If it's not within your control, dwelling in self-pity will as well not help you to heal. Rise from your dust and heal from them all. There is a better future awaiting you. Number 3, create a new routine. Intentionally reincorporate a new routine in your life. Get back to the things you used to love doing. Go back to your hobbies. Re-engage yourself gradually to those things you love doing. They have a better way of bringing back the you that is lying in silence back to life. Every human being is born to be active. Reactivate the you in you. It's gonna help you to heal and grow over whatever that has happened to you. Do not be too quick to establish a new relationship. Learn to embrace the ups and downs that may come. And for those of us that are already married, please hear me. Take your time and talk to your spouse. I've always said one thing: vulnerability in marriage is the key to sustaining a blissful union, and it breeds intimacy. I know our society are trying to change this narrative because we feel when we open to our partner, they use it against us, they use it to mock us. I always say, for those who are yet to get into marriage, pay attention to who you marry. Marry somebody that will go through life journey with you. Marriage is a lifetime journey and is filled up with ups and downs. But we always pray that whatever that comes at us in our marriage, that the Lord give us the strength to go through them and come out of it strong. Do not allow the things you've gone through in the past to be the reason for your failed marriage in the present. Marriage is a blissful union and is the best relationship ever on earth. Stay blessed.